Dakota, you watched our channel while you were in Asia.
I did.
Tell us how much you love it.
I love it. I was in Hong Kong for like 2.5 months, and it was so great. I really loved being there and loved watching this channel.
To go, because our channel is now showing this film too, not this one, but like Twilight, and to kind of be associated now with a film like this, was it a sure, like, were you, yeah, of course I'm going to do this, or did it take a little bit for you to kind of decide that you wanted to be a part of this?
I was just really felt really lucky to be considered to be in it, and I think that it's such a special phenomenon and kind of a crazy phenomenon, and to be a little part of it was exciting, and it was not difficult for me to want to do it at all.
You have this awesome death stare, and I'm just wondering, did it take a while for you to like perfect, or did you practice on Mike? It was.
I didn't practice so much.
I bear the psychological scars
of her death stare.
Practicing
of my
that.
death stare.
Yeah.
I think once you have like the costume and the makeup, and you're in the scene, you have the red contacts. You don't have to do much to look like you're giving someone a death stare just by looking at someone with the red eyes. They're afraid of you.
Michael, we've seen you in Underworld also, and so I guess it surprises a lot of people that you actually like being in films like this, because you're so known for being in very serious, not that these aren't serious movies, but like a different type of movie. So is it kind of refreshing for you to kind of go to set for something like this? Is this like a vacation, or is this?
Not at all. It's not like a vacation at all. I find acting very hard. I wish I found it easy, but I don't. It's very difficult, but I thoroughly enjoy it, and I just love telling good stories and being in things that I would like to go and see. That's the only criterion, really. And all the films I've done, I've been very fortunate that they've all been things that I would just love to go and see in the cinema myself. And my big passion is fantasy and science fiction anyway. So it's a real joy to be able to be in something like this.
You have a beautiful menace underneath your performance. So what did you think of when you were doing these lines and stuff? What was were you strangling a cat?
I thought of flowers and romantic films like Gone with the Wind. I imagine Arrow being someone who loves to kind of, sit by a fire and watch an old Barbra Streisand movie. Genuinely, that's what I think Arrow likes to do.
It's a whole new angle, too.
I mean, there are a few dead bodies around the place that he's just sucked the blood out of, but nevertheless, he likes a nice romantic evening in, just with his corpses.
To watch, these young actors who are in this film, Robert and Kristen, and the kind of insanity that surrounds them and stuff, is it interesting for you to kind of know that you don't have to deal with that, or do you feel like protective over them, or what's your take to see these young people go through the scrutiny that they do?
Well, I'm certainly not envious of it. I think it would be quite scary to not be able to turn that off when you wanted to. I think that's the thing. I think it can look very exciting and thrilling from the outside, maybe to a lot of people, but you have to remember that you have no control over it, and that can be quite an invasive, scary thing. But I think they seem to handle it very, very well.
To see like almost peers to go through that, what was it like for you to kind of?
Well, knowing Kristen really well, I've done 2 movies since New Moon with her, and we've become very, very good friends. So I kind of know firsthand what she's gone through, because I did a movie this summer with her, and some of the experience, and I think that when you're in a movie like this, that kind of comes along with it, and especially when you're beautiful people like they are, that that makes it even more, and I guess you just have to love what you do enough to accept all of that too.
I have to ask, what is it about the Patterson effect that causes grown women, I know people who are like in their 40s, and even young girls go crazy over a British bloke with crazy hair. I mean, just wondering what it is that you guys see, or I don't know, that maybe we don't get a chance to kind of...
Well, I think part of it, Robert is a lovely guy, and he's very good looking and all the rest of it, but it's also the power of storytelling. The people think that they know someone when they don't. They know the character, and the character is someone, these characters are certainly characters that unlock something in people's imaginations and their emotions, and it's a very powerful effect, and and it's been used for good and for bad in the past. It's no coincidence that Hitler got a filmmaker to help his publicity machine. This is the very powerful stuff. So it can be, but I think people can start to think that they really know who you are when they don't. They know a character that you play, but that can have a very powerful effect on people's imaginations, I think.